So we will continue with the chapter, the summit within. First page has been done. We are supposed to read second page, third paragraph. Once having granted this, okay, Akul, you read.
Once having granted this, the question remains, why average? Because it is the highest of mightiest and has provided many years to them. It takes a large amount of one's energy in the brutal struggle with wrong and right. Once taken up, it can't be given up, even when it dies in that okay. The passive stack is that whenever passes onward, and then when the summit is standard and exhalation, joy is done. The sense of a better for and done. There's a feeling of now peace in the distance. I transported to another. I experienced the feeling myself which can only be called my mystical, my beauty and loveliness might recognize encounter on the way. The peak draws me to it as a experience. It's a challenge that produces.
Now, from this paragraph, we have come to know that there were some personal answer to the question because the narrator of the chapter, Major H.P.S. Ahluwalia, okay, so he was attracted by mountains, okay. So when he was away from mountains, he was feeling so lost, he was feeling so miserable. Miserable means he was feeling so sad, okay, because according to him, mountains are the best things in nature, okay, because their beauty, their majesty means their grace, that have a very great pose, great challenge, okay. And he believes that mountains are a means of communion with God. Communion means it shows a relationship, that when you are on the mountains, it seems that you are very close to God, because mountains are very much high. So it seems that these mountains are going to be very much near to God, okay. So the question was also that why Everest? Everest was chosen because of its height, okay. The mightiest means the most powerful. Write down the meaning of mightiest. Mightiest means very much powerful, most powerful. So it is basically it requires basically lots of courage. If anybody wants to go on mountains, if anybody wants to reach there, okay, so it is really a challenging job for any of the person. Why it is a challenging job? Why so? Because if the person is moving on mountain, he has to go on a rock and on ice, and when one person has taken this decision, yes, he has to reach that mountain. So on the midway, on the halfway, can he go back? It's very difficult. So when a person climbs on a mountain, it teaches us one thing, that never to give up. Whatever the firm decision you have taken, you have to go according to that. You have to reach higher and higher, and your goal, your ambition, that should be very much clear in your mind, and you have to move further without looking back, okay. So this is the mission one person, this is the mission one person is having who is climbing on a mountain, okay. But why so? Because on this passage is very much difficult, okay. And one person has to go on the summit. Summit means one has to go on the height, okay. And that is accelerating. Accelerating means when a person wants to go further and further, and he has to reach on the top. So that is the reason that this thing is very much exciting, okay. Because when you reach on the summit, when you reach on your goal, so what kind of feeling one a person is having? The feeling that yes, the person has achieved something after facing so many hurdles, problems, difficulties, troubles. A person is finally at one goal. Because when you gain success so easily, you don't realize its importance. But when you when you gain success after doing a lot of hardships, after doing a lot of problems, after facing them all, then you value it. And it is a really great fruit that everybody wants to relish, everybody wants to enjoy. So this is the thing. Okay, so there is a feeling of victory that when one person has to face so many hurdles, obstacles, problems, difficulties, troubles, and finally when he reaches on the top, so it feels that yes, there is a victory, there is a feeling of victory and happiness. Glimpsing a piece is in the distance, I get transported to another world. So when you see the glimpses of peak means when you see the scenes of these mountains. Okay, so there is a huge distance, and when you reach at that, you feel like that you have transported from one word to another. So such kind of feelings one person is having when one person goes on his journey and finally he reaches on his goal. Okay, read further. Read further. So here from this passage, what we have come to know that when you look at the glimpses mean when you look at the scenes of mountains from a very distance, and when you finally reach there, it seems that you are transported to another world. Okay, and you feel a drastic change in yourself. Okay, and with what this change can be called, this change can be called a mystical. Mystical means that it is full of secrets. Okay, ritual. Okay, so because of this beauty aloofness, because on that beauty is too much, okay, ruggedness and difficulties, that it means whatever the hurdles and problems you have faced and finally you reach there, so it was really a challenging task for anybody who reaches on that top. Okay, so when he was looking back, that when he was recalling that why he had chosen only Mount Everest, why not another, you can say, venture, why not that? So he just take a breath and he takes that why do you help your neighbor? Why do you want to do good acts? There is no final answer possible. If I ask you, why do you help your neighbors? Why are you doing this good thing? So you will not be able to answer me properly. So like this, he is telling that why I have chosen this Mount Everest. There is not a particular answer of this question. Okay, that why this is chosen by him. Why this venture? Venture means why this difficult task is chosen by him. Why to reach Mount Everest? Because to reach Mount Everest, it is not an easy task at all. It is very much difficult. So to answer this question is very much difficult, because if anybody wants to ask you this question, then why do you help him? You will not say that why, what is the reason of this? You want to do good thing, that's why you help that person. Okay. So after that, there is a fact also that Everest is not just a physical climb. It doesn't mean that that person was reaching up and finally he reached on the top of the. It is not only a physical. It is not a physical that you are reaching and putting efforts. It is not a physical activity only, because when a person starts his journey and it reaches at the top, it feels internally that yes, he has, you can say, very small part on this universe. He is very small on this universe, and this universe is too much big, large. Okay. And there is definitely, you can say, feeling like that of conquest. Conquest means you have conquered something, you have you can say you have got a victory. Okay, and you have achieved something, you have defeated someone, and you have fought with all those problems, and finally you will feel a sense of fulfillment, because a person who is reaching on the Mount Everest, he has to face so many difficulties, not only physically, emotionally also, that there can be so many hurdles you have to face. You can't say no, now I want to go back, because you have to move further and further by facing all these difficulties. And when you reach finally, it is a sense of fulfillment. Yes, you have done something, you have got the desired result after facing lots of difficulties. Okay, so what will be the you can say at that time, what kind of feelings a one person will be having? A feeling of satisfaction. Yes, I have achieved this. Okay, and it will be the eternal love for adventure in math. A person who really loves adventure, so definitely they would love it. Okay, so the experience is not only physically, you can say it is spiritual, because when you will reach from top, bottom to top, so you will feel that you have come from another world and you are very close to God. Such kind of spiritual feeling will be there. Emotional like that life is full of hurdles and problems we have to face. We have to be mentally strong, only then we can reach on our goal. So there'll be not only physical activity, which kind of activity will be there, spiritual also, emotional also, a person whosoever goes on mountains. Okay, so this climb was not a simple climb, it was a typical very difficult climb to reach on the last height. Okay, because you have to share a rope with another climber. Okay, you have to take very hard steps on ice. On ice it's not easy to walk, so such kind of things you have to face. And second person is also with you, and you have to cooperate with that person, because you have to keep equal speed with that person. Doesn't mean that you are so fast and that person is so slow, or that person is so fast and you are so slow. You have to maintain balance between persons. Okay, so you can't be lazy and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. Okay, and you take very carefully. Okay, and there are so many other famous climbers who have reached on these mountains. Okay, and they have seen that other persons, they have left records of the help given by others. The person who have already reached on these mountains, they will be sharing their experience that they have given help to another person, or they have taken help from another person. So such kind of records, such kind of you can say history we can explore. Okay, and there can be some persons also who have given up, who say no, now I can't go further, I have to give up, because it's very difficult, it's very hard journey. So one has to give up also. Give up means one has to leave the journey in between. So it is also happening. Okay, and breathing, that is very much difficult. Why? Have you seen that the mountaineer, those who go on mountains, they carry oxygen cylinders with them, because as you rise high and high, there is a, yes, the oxygen level goes down and down. So that's why they have to carry oxygen. And suppose there is a less oxygen supply in your classroom, so can you survive? It's very difficult. It's very difficult for us. And the person who has to face emotional challenge also, the person who have to face physical challenge also, and they have to move further and further, and there is a, you can say, less shortage supply of oxygen also, they have to cope up with this also. So it's very much difficult. It is a really challenging task when one has to go on, you can say, this thing. Okay, so you wonder why you ever undertook the ascent. Okay, so this is the reason that person, they come back also, they think that they have to give up or they have to go. So there were some moment also when he was also feeling like that, now no, I can't move further, I have to go back, because to go back, to go down and down, it's very easy, but to go up and up, it was very difficult, because when one has to go up and up, it means there can be so many other obstacles. There can be ice, there can be storm, there can be less oxygen. There you require a lot of hardships, there you require a lot of physical strength. See, when we go on stairs, when you climb up stairs, suppose first floor, second floor, third floor, just imagine thing in your mind. And when you'll be going on fifth floor, you say like that, no, I want to take rest, I should go back. And when you move back, it's very easy. When you step down, it's so easy. By running also we can step down. But when we have to go up and up, we have to breathe hard. It happens with us. We all have experience of this thing. And on the way, we feel like that, no, it's very difficult to go. Sometimes lift is not working. You have to go up. You have to climb so many stairs. I think you might all have such kind of experience. If this experience I'm also having, okay. So same like that, the narrator is saying that yes, there were some moments when he feel like that, now he should go back instead of going up and up. But instead of going back, they have to take that decision. No, they have to change their mood. They have to take a firm decision. Okay, because there is not like that you can give up something, you can say leave something in between. You have to do that struggle. Okay, and there are companions also, there are friends also who go with us, and they keeps you with us. Okay, so they say no, only 50 feet are there, you have to move only 50 feet, then your journey will be over. It happens. Suppose you are going with a small child and he says, no, I'm tired. And what do you say as a senior? No, we are very near. We are very close. We are going to reach. It happens with us or not? I think your parents must be doing with this when you were a kid. Okay. So you might be doing with your siblings, brothers, sister, cousins when they are with you. Okay. So like this, that there are other person who gives us boost up, who boost us up, who says that yes, no, the distance is very shorter. If you have come on that, why not to go there? Okay. So you get inspiration from other. So without first being aware of it, you are at the summit, and without realizing this thing, that how far you are this, and finally by facing all the problems, finally you reach at the summit. Summit is a highest point, peak. Okay. Now Taranya, read further.
Around the neck of your summit, below you see a harsh red. It is an lovely interesting experience to just look down on the summit of a mountain. To go down and be gone next to whichever God you worship. I left on the Everest a picture of Guru Nanak. Baba's left a picture of Pandit Kumar. Who thought we left the release of the Islam at my middle had married a cross and carried a heap of rocks and is a stone. These are not the symbols of success
Reverence. So I'm going to explain. So from this page, we have come to know when a person finally reaches at summit, finally reaches at the top, okay, and what he tells others about his journey, about his voyage, about his venture, it is really worthwhile. It means it is having a lots of value. Why so? Because when you finally reach at the top, and the silvery peaks, how do they look? These silvery peaks, they appear through the clouds, and you feel that sun is on them, and the surrounding peaks, they look like a jewels, okay, and it seems that this is a jewelry that you are wearing around your neck, okay, and you are standing on the summit, and all the peaks surrounding there, it seems that they are being worn by you. This is just like a jewelry. And when you look below, and these vast valleys which are going down, sloping into a distance, it is ennobling, enriching experience to just look down from the summit of a mountain. It means when one person reaches at the top and he looks down, so it is also a very good experience because he's on the top and everything is down. So when a person is reaching at this point, how would he feel? That he is on the top of the world and everybody is down. So such kind of feeling a one is having, okay. And when you reach there, you don't feel so proud that everybody is under your feet. No, because at that time, to whom you would be remembering? God. Because you would feel internally, spiritually, that you are very close to God now, because Mount Everest, it is the highest peak in the world. You remember this thing? Okay, so when one person reaches at there, so they feel, yes, now we want to show obeisance. Obeisance said we want to pay tribute. We want to pay homage, like Shraddhanjali in Hindi we say. Okay, so anybody wants to pay obeisance, tribute, homage to the God to whom they believe. Like when Ahluwalia, he reaches there, so what he was carrying along with him, whose picture he left there? He left a picture of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Okay, and Rawat, he left a picture of Goddess Durga, because he was a devotee of Goddess Durga. After that, another person was also there, Pudolji, and he gave a relics. Relics means remains, or you can say monuments of the Buddha. There is a monument, small monument of Buddha. He kept the relics of Buddha there. Edmund Hillary, okay, he had buried a cross. Cross is a sign of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, okay. So he kept under a heap of rocks and stones in the snow. So these are not the symbol of conquest. It doesn't mean conquest that they have achieved something and everything is behind them, they have achieved. This is a symbol of what? Reverence. Reverence means you are showing love, respect to somebody with heart. So reverence means Yes, to show respect, to love somebody from your heart. So here, when one person reaches at that point, they want to show their love, their respect to God. So that's why they keep all these things at that place, because they want to thank God, they want to worship God at that point. Okay. So a person who is having an experience to reach there, their life is completely changed. They feel internally changed in themselves. Why so? Because now they think there is another summit. There is another high point that they have to reach there. What is another high point? Another building is there. Another mountain is there. No. What is another summit with them? That summit within yourself. You have to face obstacles, problems. You have to move further and further internally. See, there is a trauma, there is in our mind, there is a up and down of different kind of thoughts. Sometimes we feel problems, sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are in sorrow, sometimes somebody hurts us, somebody we feel so jealous, sometimes we want to, you can say, live this life like a race. Sometimes we fall, sometimes we get up. So it is just like a journey. You are a student, and this thing, I think it has appeared in your life also. You are feeling this thing. You are grown up, you are in student of. So you are having experience of this thing. Your family can have problems. In school, you can have problems. Your friends, you can have problems. Sometimes you enjoy, you cherish the moments of your life. Sometimes you don't feel enjoy. So what is the summit within ourselves to face all these problems and to rise high, high and high, and at last to reach at the summit? It means to face all these problems, not to look back. You have to move further and further. So this is the lesson that one has to learn, just like other persons who were reaching on these mountains. Okay, it means it is fearful, unscalable. Okay, it cannot be climbed by anyone else. It means no another person will climb on that Mount Everest and keep your name here. You have to do it yourself. It means a person who was having a courage, who faced all these problems, and they have finally reached on the top. Their names are in the history. Their names are, you can say, taken by government. Their names are written in books. They are being, you can say, awarded. Their names are in limelight. Those who have faced, but those who have given up, came back. Do we remember those persons? Those persons' names are not written anywhere. They are not written even in records. They are not to be counted. But the persons who have faced all these problems, who have reached to finally, okay. So here the narrator is saying you yourself have to do it. It means nobody will come there to tell you, yes, Rania, today you are having this problem, you have to face. Nobody will tell you. You have to fight it with yourself. Yes, this is the problem. Yes, I can do. I can face. If he can do, if she can do, you can do. Why not I? So this is the fight that you have to fight yourself. I can't be with you every time. Your mother will not be guiding you every time. Your father will not be guiding you every time. So you are grown up. You have to fight with all these troubles. You have to reach on the summit yourself. Nobody is telling you. Okay, for some time, for a while, your elders can guide you, but not always. You have to move further. Very beautiful chapter. I really enjoy teaching you because every line is beautifully depicted and every line is touching our heart, isn't it? When I was teaching you, I was feeling like that goosebumps, that as I am on the Mount Everest, I am facing difficulties. I want to say, I want to give up, but I say, no, I have to move. I have to face. And I have want that my name should be in limelight. Isn't it? So the physical activity to reach on a mountain, outside is a kin, it is to climb on the mountains. It means to reach within. Not only physically by running and running, you can reach on the Mount Everest. Emotionally, spiritually, you have to fight with yourself. Okay. So the efforts of both the climbs are same. It means whether you are reaching physically or whether you are reaching emotionally. Both climb journey. Both are same. Don't think that physical is tough and emotional is easy. Emotional is also tough. Suppose in PT2 you have scored less marks. So emotionally you will be feeling down. But if you make up this mind, yes, no problem. If I have not gained good marks in PT2, another journey is in front of me, another target is in front of me. That is PT3. Why not to prove at that time? So this is a fight that you should fight alone. Clear? So we will continue tomorrow.